All right, Ryan, so we are here under very different circumstances. There's a baseball field behind you and you're in a suit.
Yeah.
Quite an announcement today, and I think everybody's really happy for you on a great career and finishing healthy first and foremost. Is that what was most important to you?
Yeah, you know, being here today and announcing my retirement from racing professional motocross, supercross was a hard decision. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with this decision. I'm looking forward to moving on to what's next. People call it retirement from racing. I'm just moving on to the next thing. You know, I just still want to enjoy. I want to work hard and pass on that experience that I've learned. But it's been awesome. You know, I mean, the last 11 years have been great. They've gone by super fast, but it's definitely been a. We good?
Yeah.
It's definitely been an awesome ride. You know. As a kid, I just wanted to be a professional racer, for that matter. You know, and winning races and championships has been awesome. You know, there's been a lot of great goals and accomplishments that I set out to do, and with the team and everybody that we were able to. You know, I mean, we were able to say we did that. You know, and that's a great feeling. But you know, the friendships and the relationships that I built along the way, and the fans and the people I've met, the experiences, the places racing has took us, and you know, with my wife, you know, us traveling every single weekend, it's been quite the experience and a lot of fun, and it's just been a joy, the whole thing. And was it hard? Absolutely. But I'm not upset it's hard. You know, I mean, if it's worth working for, it's going to be challenging. I mean, relationships are challenging, they're hard, it takes work, you know, and that's what this was. And it's you know, I looked forward to this day, but now that it's all real and it's all happening, you know, it's it's sad because it was all those memories we've made. But all good things must come to an end, and I look forward to the next chapter as well.
In the press conference, you spoke a little bit about the mental struggle and everything.
Yeah.
And I remember a long time ago when I was in Minnesota with you, I was like, man, it's got to be so hard not to get burned out on training, riding. I mean, that's definitely finally caught up to you at the very end, though.
You know, the mental side is heavy. You know, we race 17 supercross races in 18 weeks, and then we have 12 outdoor races, and that's 24 motos. We have you know, we have off-season races, about 3 or 4 of them. So by the time you add everything up, you got 33, 34 races, and with minimal time off. And what people don't see is all the practicing during the week: the Monday, Tuesday, Thursday practice, fly Friday, race Saturday. And you know, over time, maybe I've been accused of taking my job too seriously, you know, but that's what it took. You know, I wanted, you know, you have these top manufacturers paying you, and you have a job to do. Our goals aligned up. I wanted to win races and to win championships. You know, that's what you were hired to do, and I couldn't ever handle getting a second or a third or a fourth. You know, I always went out there and I wanted to win. You know, that was the goal. So I put my best foot forward every time I was out there, and I always made sure, like, I gave it 100% because it meant a lot to me. You know, when I put all that hard work in, when the team puts all the hard work in, you know, there's that effort from everybody's part. You know, you want to do good, and but just over all the years of racing and the practicing and the training and the riding and everything starts to really add up. And the travel, there's just a lot of stresses from a lot of different areas, and that's okay. But you know, you're asking your body to do more than it can handle at times, and over time, you know, it's I felt like, especially, you know, after Vegas, this was enough. You know, it was a long decision. It was multiple months of making this decision, but after Vegas, I'm okay. I'm happy with this. Anything past this point, I just felt like I wasn't going to be there. I wasn't going to be in it, and the sport's too risky not to be in the game.
So through your career, you've had, you know, a few injuries, but for the most part, there's guys like Josh Grant say he's always hurting things.
Yeah.
So why do you think you've been able to remain so healthy for the most part?
Yeah, I will say I'm very fortunate. You know, from the time I came in till now, sorry, I've had I dealt with two injuries. I missed a total of 12 races over the course of that whole time, and you know, I've been very fortunate, you know, to be able to be there every single week and every single championship. And I don't know, you know, I'm not in control of everything. I try to stay within my zones of you know, did I I wasn't necessarily the guy out there pushing the limits of the speed, but I tried to, if I was gonna run the speed I was running, I tried to always do it efficiently. And maybe a few times I went over my limit and it bit me, but I tried to always stay within my limits. And how I practice, I tried to practice how I would race. And so I was used to running that limit, that zone. But you know, there's that tough parts of the sport. Guys have had injuries, multiple injuries, and it's very hard to see. You know, it's one of the bummer parts of our sport. And you lose riders, and then the championship series starts to kind of, the fans aren't into it as much, so it can be devastating on a lot of areas. So that's tough. But you know, it's I guess I try to put myself in a position to, you know, the safest place is at the front. Put yourself in a position, try to win, try to ride your lines, hit your marks, and just be smart. You know, I think as a rookie, I didn't think like that, and thankfully I was some crashes, they weren't worse, but I don't know. I'm just glad I'm healthy and safe as well to walk away, and some riders haven't been as fortunate.
You mentioned when you were little, all you wanted to do was race professionally. I remember the first time I came to your house, you were in the background of a photo of Ben Townley on the cover. Yeah. And I remember you were so stoked that you're on the cover in some sort of way. But I mean, did you ever in your wildest dreams picture yourself being here with every title numerous times and, you know, a true icon of sport? You know,
I guess I hoped I would be in this position and hoped to have the career like this. Like I said, it's been more than I could have ever dreamed of or imagined. And my whole life's been better than I could have ever imagined it, you know. I'm very fortunate for that. And you know, yeah, for sure, as a kid I got my first TransWorld cover. I remember I'm like, man, I'm on the cover, you know. And it's like those first ones are the sweetest. And you know, I don't know, it's one of those things where it's a little surreal. And I even talked to my dad and my mom this weekend and this morning, and it was like, because of you guys and your support, and you never gave up on me even though I wasn't the best, and you supported me in my dreams, you know. And even my dad said, I never thought it would have turned into this. It's just, I think it's a dream come true for all of us. And you know, and it's just you know, I think to myself, like, why would a, you know, I'm from Belle Plaine, you sit around for 6 months of the year, you're not riding, and the amateur years were tough. I was like, I don't know if I'll ever make it as a pro, because I'm not riding all year round, you know. And but we did, and it's just, like I said, it's been more than I could ever imagine.
Do you return to Belle Plaine now?
I think return to Minnesota at some point. We got the place in Florida, and we want to enjoy that for a while and just see how things play out, you know. With Eldon and the Baker's factory down there, there's, you know, the KTM guys, you got the Husky guys, and I want to pass along my moral support and the experience if I can. My goal is to be there for the team, help, you know, with Marvin in this outdoor championship, and if he can just put in some good rides and have some fun and just be there for him. And if he has questions, I'll give him my best answers. And with that, I'll be at Hangtown. I'll go to Glen Helen, watch the boys, and to some other races. But I think when I just also take some time off and really gather what I really want to do in the years to come, but that doesn't have to be decided overnight, and we can take our time with that, see what opportunities come about.
Nice. Well, congrats on an amazing career.
Thanks.
It's always fun dealing with you.
Yeah, I appreciate everything. It's been fun.